Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. For Portland, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks, 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. Two great backcourts.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win. They've handled this matchup nicely so far. The Lakers making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Portland also making some changes. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Turner. And Curry subbed in for Lillard. On the floor for Portland, McCollum at the 2 with Harkless playing the 3. Myers Leonard is out there with Aminu, and it's Curry in at the 1. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
Aminu with the bucket.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backdoor.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's LeBron. Here's McGee. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
McCollum with the ball. Now Smith defending. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
LeBron kicks to Smith. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. McCollum with the screen on Rondo. McCollum left side over Smith. Again, McCollum missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Out of hand on it, but they'll get another chance. Outside Rondo, inside Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Boston Celtics. Curry kicks to Leonard. Curry setting the pick for Leonard. Pass to McCollum. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Kuzma sets a screen. Rondo passes to Smith. McCollum against James. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. James has got his first bucket in this one. Portland trailing here. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. The tray. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Curry. And it's 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Timeout called the Lakers. Hey, Clark, which players, and veterans in particular, do you think have done a great job of adapting their games to remain effective?
Yeah, you know, these lists are pretty long, but I think of Sean Livingston. Remarkable talent, went through some injuries and has found a home at Golden State. Trevor Ariza has been a terrific role player on a couple of teams in his career. Impact player at both ends. You think about Paul Millsap, a guy who has been able to transition to a couple of different teams and provide leadership and great production. So those guys come to mind.
Back to Curry. Passes to Harkless. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum kicks to Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
McCollum against Smith. Ingram a screen on McCollum. Here's Smith. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, we're over a year now into the Magic era of the Lakers front office, and Magic showed no hesitation shaking things up with trades, and I think he also did a solid job in the draft as well.
Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Curry dishes to McCollum. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 11 feet away. And that one goes long. The Lakers trail. Here's Ingram. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Here's Stauskas, covered by Smith. Stauskas, the pass to Leonard. McCollum outside. And here's Stauskas from the arc. And we'll be back with you shortly. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, you know, people are going to look to you first. You know, they're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, you know, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
They've got Hart. Smith is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Beasley, and it's Ball in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Leonard sets a screen for McCollum. Over Hart. Beasley with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball at 42%. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Count it good. And it's a 5-point Laker lead.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Hey, that's a big piece of the pie when you're talking about winning basketball, fast break points. I mean, because most of the time, those are easy hoops.
Three-pointer, Lillard buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 now.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. It feels he is as good as any other guard in our league. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
And the call will be against Lonzo. .141 left in the first half of the game. Here's Smith. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. McCollum against Harris. Down low, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Kuzma sets a screen, pass to Harris, over McCollum, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. 8 points for Corey Harris.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
It's McCollum with the drive. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
Harris kicks to Smith. Kuzma sets a screen. Curry against Rondo. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Rondo's got his first points in this one. To the inside, Harkless, and Harkless slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Rondo with the steal. James outside. Smith sets the pick for LeBron. Corey Harris getting it done for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. C.J. McCollum really making it. It's a completely new group for Los Angeles. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Stauskas is checked in for Evan Turner. And it's Seth Curry in for Lillard. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Leonard. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. At the top of the key, Stauskas. It's stolen by Smith.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Harkless is out there with Stauskas. Then there's Myers Leonard. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's McCollum in at the 2 spot.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Caldwell Pope with the screen on Curry. And it's Smith missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's good. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here's the screen. McCollum passes to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 5 here tonight. Lakers leading by 14. Ball kicks to Smith. Ball sets a screen for Smith. Had the space there, but it's offline.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Stauskas, covered by Beasley. Leonard on the wing. Fires it up. Offensive rebound.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sunday.
We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Lakers, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Nick Stauskas. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Turner against Smith. McCollum kicks to Harkless. There's the pick. Back to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. With the teardrop, it's deflected. Ball with a wide open look. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Ball's got 5 now. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Los Angeles?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's deflected.
You know, Ball has proven he can pass and rebound the ball. He's a very impressive player. Now he just needs to add the shot and become more effective as a scorer.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
And, you know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
Trailblazers trail by 19. Now here's McCollum. 13 points in the game. Leonard with a screen on Smith. And McCollum puts up a deep 3 and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Clark, we all know you are one of the best players and maybe the greatest high school class ever. Guys who are now in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame. What a list of names and great players.
Yeah, terrific players, and proud and privileged to be part of that class. 1979 is what you talk about. Dominique Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Terry Cummings. I could go on and on and on, but obviously some of those guys, Hall of Famers, and distinguished not just in what they did in high school and college and the pros, but in how many of them have lived their lives off the court, too.
Ingram and Kuzma filling up the 3 and the 4. All out there with Smith, and it's Beasley in at the center position. That's the Laker 5. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Ball. Here's Beasley. And the layup's good off the glass. Beasley's got 4 this quarter.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. 4 on the clock. Nurkic kicks to Curry. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And just like his brother Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the...
Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences here in the NBA. There's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So, in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences for now.
I like that thought. Hart the pass to Smith. To the paint. And there's the feed to LeBron. Smith gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. That's 10 points for Smith.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
It's taken away by Smith. Here's Hart. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And, you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Count that one. And that's now 17 points for C.J. McCollum. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Smith. Offline with his 3. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Hawks. Lillard dishes to Harkless. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
And you know what stood out to me, Kevin, was his confidence. I mean, he was taking a lot of good shots and knocking them all down.
6 on the shot clock. Smith for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Shoots over McGee. Again, the Trailblazers score. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Here's Hart, covered by Lillard. Here's Hart. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Congratulations. Defense, the catalyst for this win. Did you think it would take this kind of effort to get the job done?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, you know. Of course, you can't go into any game thinking it's going to be an easy night on D. That's just not how it works. So we knew that we had to get the job done with our defense tonight, and I'm just glad that we were able to do it.
You really imposed your will on them defensively tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. And looking at Los Angeles, they've definitely been generating momentum. They are putting together an impressive stretch of basketball. Only one loss.
We're coming at you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against Portland. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. Orlando making some changes. Bamba's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Simmons comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Smith checked in for Harris. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Taking a look at Los Angeles, LeBron James is out there with Ingram. Then it's Smith, then it's Ball, and it's Beasley, and at the 5, roaming the paint. Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double. And beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for, the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. Count the basket. Lakers leading by 3. Ball kicks to Smith. Passes it to LeBron. He can't hit that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And that seems about right, Greg. I mean, last season was one that both of these teams would like to forget. They got beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Here's Smith. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. Number 1, Mohamed Bamba.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint, ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
Ross, he's checked in for Orlando. And the Lakers also making a change. Josh Hart, he's checked in for James.
Oh, man, I just love the talent and attitude of the young core of the Lakers. I mean, think about Ball, Ingram, and Kuzma. They all play with passion. This team has a bright future as the group grows together.
Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Now Grant, he's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Gordon. No good off the back of the rim. And the Lakers youth movement, they were the second youngest team in the league last season.
Well, the Lakers front office has done a good job of making the most out of their draft picks. I mean, when you get steals like Kuzma and Hart late in the draft, you add so much depth to a team. Very excited to see how Ball, Ingram, Kuzma develop with this franchise.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Magic shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Oh, this is the unselfishness Ball brings to the table, the definition of a pass-first point guard.
Grant kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Ingram, and it's Gordon missing.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Ball. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's a 10-point Laker lead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Ross, using his post move to get the 2 points. LA has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Ball kicks to Hart. Pass to Smith. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way. Here's Grant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Hart, that's good. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Grant kicks to Gordon. 1 second left. No good on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside. Earlier, we had a chance to sit down with AI and asked him about his time in the G League.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the G League is tough. You know, you're going to learn a lot about what it takes to be a professional, and there isn't much room for error. You know, everyone on the roster is just as hungry as they come to make the name on as you, and it's a dog-eat-dog world. With that said, you know, it's a perfect situation to become the best player you can possibly be, so respect for that.
And AI put up strong numbers during his G League stint, but Greg, he recognizes just how hard success can be there.
And the G League is getting better and better, Kevin, in terms of talent. AI hasn't had too hard of a time adjusting to the NBA pace, and that speaks volumes for the steps the G League has taken the past couple years.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Always a good strategy. Get as many people involved as you can early on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. All out there with Hart. Then it's Ingram. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Smith in at the 3 spot. Ingram trying to get open. Hart, that's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time. And it's difficult to do, even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. D.A., thank you. Smith, no luck.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, you want to get that. When he gets the separation he needs, I know he would love to have that one back.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Well, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for his team.
Gordon with no one around. Kept alive Orlando. Vucevic. McGee with the block.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes but still get the wrong result.
And it's Vucevic missing. Lakers leading by 20. LeBron with it. Defended now by Fournier. McGee's shot is off.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop still should have went for something better than that, though.
Gordon inside. He's up against Beasley. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. They get it again. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Count that bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Los Angeles shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Ball, the pass to Smith. He kicks to James. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Chris, LeBron James here with the Lakers signed a 4-year deal with the team that surprised a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, and what is scary, though, is LeBron just doesn't seem to be slowing down. I mean, Father Time is undefeated, but he could be at this level of greatness all 4 years. And to think this might not even be his last big contract, that's just stupid. I mean, that speaks to the greatness of LeBron.
To the middle. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 9.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ingram left side. To the inside. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Ingram. He's got 14.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Grant kicks to Gordon. Over Ingram. And it's Gordon missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ingram passes to Smith. Ingram setting a pick for Smith. Off target with his three. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of two, one being Anthony Davis. The fact that he can get his shot, he's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a three. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the three. He can get it at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. Harris, good.
How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Gordon with a screen on Ball. Grant kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Ball. He drains it from the right block. And that's now 9 points for Aaron Gordon. Ball dishes to Smith. Harris outside. Beasley, the pass to Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Gordon a screen. Back to Simmons. Ross kicks to Simmons. Grant, right side, 6 to shoot. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Lakers.
And not a lot of teams can be successful with a focus on the mid-range game, but these guys make that a focal point of their offense. A lot of their scoring opportunities this season from 10 to 20 feet out. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Harris dishes to Smith. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 5 assists in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Grant kicks to Ross. Kuzma pulls it in.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And the pass to Ball. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kuzma with a screen on Ross. Smith the pass to Harris. Lets it go. Again, Los Angeles.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Well, Orlando shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Gordon. The Magic again can't hit. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Ball kicks to Smith, stolen by Gordon. Bamba with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the Lakers with some changes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Josh Hart in for Harris. At the top of the key, Gordon. And here's Simmons for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Dishes to Ball. Ball, a screen on Ross. Hart the pass to Ball. Beasley sets a screen for Ball. Beasley the screen. Here's the floater. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got his 2nd basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Simmons left side over Smith. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Orlando's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Grant kicks to Simmons. To stop the drought, he takes it up and lays it in. Simmons got 7.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Ball against Grant. Now here's Ball. Tight defense on him. Beasley the screen with 4 seconds on the clock. Hart, that's good. He's got 8.
All about the pick there. I mean, let him shed his man and square up for the jumper.
And so it's Los Angeles, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged deep. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubats. LeBron comes in for Brandon Ingram. Smith checked in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Out to Smith. McGee a screen. Fires the 3. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Smith.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Taking a look at the Lakers. The 4 and 5 are the athletic duo of LeBron and McGee. Smith is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3. Just 5 on the clock. The fader. Here's Vucevic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down. Well, you just have to love the skill Vucevic shows on the offensive end. I mean, he can erupt for big scoring nights if you don't keep him in check, and it gives you a little bit of everything from an offensive standpoint.
And the Magic making a change here. Birch is checked in. Caldwell Pope kicks to Rondo. Back to Caldwell Pope. McGee is screen on Gordon. Here's Caldwell Pope, and the layup is good. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points this quarter. Guys, Vucevic doing more shooting from range the last couple years, further improving his versatile offensive game.
Yeah, and when he was younger, he got his points by going to work on the block. Still can do that, but now prefers to float outside and stretch the defense. Very soft touch on that jump shot, no matter if it comes from inside or out.
Rondo against Augustine. LeBron passes to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to James. 16 points for Smith.
I mean, he's been terrific from the field so far this half. I mean, driving his percentage through the roof.
Vucevic a screen on Smith. It's taken away by Smith. James dishes to Rondo. Back to James. Smith wide open. He fires. Smith. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
Augustine against Rondo. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Over Rondo. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 10 points in just the second half. The Lakers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Gordon against Caldwell Pope. Smith sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Just the scoring alone. I mean, it's a fantastic game for him. He was just going over, around, through the defense, I mean, all day long.
Augustine against Rondo. Pick by Vucevic. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
Caldwell Pope gets a screen from Smith. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. He doesn't hit that one. And Orlando has possession. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He misses the free throw.
DJ Augustine.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Now here's LeBron. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
There it is. Right, it is. Right.
Big win, fellas.
It is.
Man, I was on fire.
Man, keep it up.